Recently, YouTubers have turned to AI to create content. They are having a conversation with the audience without being a part of it, letting AI take over the part as the entertainer. On the opposite side of the spectrum, dating apps like Tinder have been using fake AI profiles to give new users a confidence boost, to keep them swiping left and right. That girl named Summer you've been talking to? Yeah, she's not real, and she actually doesn't like the Smiths. But do computers actually understand how humans interact? Can a computer's flat dialogue compare to the complex nature of human conversation? Find out on this episode of Cougs versus Computers. Welcome back to episode 2 of Cougs versus Computers. In last week's episode, we asked if artificial intelligence could replicate the writing skills of humans. We found that humans were able to beat the computers and win the first of many competitions. Let's see if we can win again as we dive deep into the world of conversational AI. The focus of this episode is to see if computers can replicate and imitate conversations and emotions. We have seen many robots in media try to do this. Characters involved in the game Detroit Become Human.
Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus!
The T-800 in the Terminator franchise.
This weapon will be called the Terminator.
You're dead, honey.
3CPO and R2-D2 from Star Wars.
I've just about had enough of you. Go that way. You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile.
Are all good examples of machines designed to mimic humans. You may wonder if that kind of artificial intelligence is possible, and you may be surprised to know it does exist, but to an extent. It's called conversational AI, and it uses concepts we introduced in the last episode. So if you haven't watched the last episode, I would recommend for you to go back and watch it. Conversational AI is powered through machine learning, the subset of AI we talked about last episode. Its algorithm and pattern recognition plays heavily into how conversational AI works. The method of processing language has evolved over many years and will likely keep evolving. The current method of analyzing language is called natural language processing. The method breaks down the learning into 4 steps. First, the computer receives either a text or a voice input. If the prompt was text, then a concept called natural language understanding deciphers the input and analyzes the intentions. If the input is speech-based, then a combination of programs called automatic speech recognition along with natural language understanding will analyze the data. The next step is called dialogue management, where a component of natural language processing called natural language generation is used to formulate a response. In the last step, the machine learning algorithm stores its new data in its system. You may be wondering, wait, isn't that generative AI? Well, yes and no. Conversational sounds similar to generative, but that's because it is. But conversational AI focuses on human interaction and conversation, while generative AI is broader and more trained to formulate something along a predicted pattern. But they do have their differences. But conversational AI is what we need for our challenge this week. This week, we will be putting AI in one of the most difficult social situations.
Welcome to Love in the Modern Day, the show that takes a modern perspective on dating by introducing an AI contestant. The premise of the show is simple. One person, in this case Alex, will learn about 4 contestants through a series of questions. He will slowly eliminate contestants until one remains. But there is a couple twists. Alex can't see the other contestants, and one of the contestants had their responses generated by AI. We are going to answer a couple questions. 1, can robots find love? 2, can Alex find love? Let's find out.
My name is Jason Chase, and I'll be your host today. Let's go ahead and meet our main contestant.
Hi, my name is Alex Dorfler. Personally think I'm an extrovert. I love talking to people, love just like spending time, people like getting to know someone. My favorite thing to do on a date is laugh.
My name is Christine. I'd say I'm a pretty loyal person, trusting, and kind of an ambivert. I look for dedication and like ride or die, thick or thin kind of thing.
My name is Brenna Torgerson. I am personally my favorite kind of person to be around. I look for spontaneity in a partner and like loyalty and dedication.
My name's Brooke Bovenkamp. I would say I'm the type of person who is pretty loyal. I kind of like have my people and I stick to those people. I think what I look for in a partner is kind of just like somebody who can kind of laugh, have a good time, not take everything super serious. I would say the most romantic thing somebody could do is like just kind of like acts of service. I'm a big acts of service person. Like if they just kind of like helped you out with something that you were stressed out about.
My name is Olivia Mayo. I would say I'm pretty outgoing, kind of an extrovert. I look for someone that can make me laugh and is pretty comforting. I would say the most romantic thing someone can do is just like the little things. It doesn't need to be a huge gesture, but when they remember the specifics and react on that, it's a pretty good feeling. Let's get this started.
How you doing? How you feeling about all this?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Yeah. You think you're gonna find someone today?
I hope so. That's what I signed up for.
All right. Well, speaking of those someones, let's go ahead and meet our 4 contestants. If you guys wouldn't mind coming on out. All right, so on this game show, it is a blind dating show where we have our 4 contestants here, and our main contestant here, Alex, is hoping to find that special someone, and he won't be able to see what they look like, which is, a big thing in today's dating scene. So we're eliminating that, and he is going to judge based solely off their responses. All right, so for the first question, we are going to be asking our contestants here, what is a fun fact about yourself? So contestant 1, if you wouldn't mind answering.
Fun fact about myself is when people talk or I listen to music, I can actually see colors like from the sounds.
A fun fact about me is I've been singing opera since 6th grade.
I am a sports broadcaster. A fun fact about me is that I have been to quite a few Mariners games at just around the world in Washington.
So I believe I forgot to explain this, but we have contestants 1, 2, 3, and 4 here, reading from left to right. So we'll go ahead and move on to our second question here. Where would you take Alex on a first date?
There's a restaurant in Seattle called Din Tai Fung, and that's like my absolute favorite place to go, so probably there.
I'm a big music person, so I think they do like these movies, like big films, and then they have like a live orchestra playing, and I think it'd be cool to do that on dinner.
I'm a pretty big sports fan, so I feel like for myself, I would like to probably go to a sporting event for a first date, and that way you can kind of get to know someone. But if it doesn't go great, then you also have a game to watch.
Yeah, kind of building off of that, I'd probably take you to like Safeco in Seattle to watch a game.
All right, so Alex, I feel like you've gotten to know our contestants a little bit more here.
A little bit.
Now comes the part that all of us hate. We are going to ask you to eliminate one of these contestants here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, go ahead and.
I think I'm gonna have to say contestant number 3 because my reason behind that is because where she would take me on a date, sporting event, and then she's already thinking, oh, if it doesn't go good, whatever. So I like someone who stays positive.
Yeah, not exactly the best attitude to have, because if you're thinking it's gonna go bad going into it, it's not gonna end well, trust me. Anyways, yeah, contestant 3, do you want to say goodbye to Alex? Oh, okay. You can go ahead and walk off now then.
Do I get to see who contestant?
Yeah, you get to see who contestant 3 is.
I was a little hurt, but he's just not the one for me. If he doesn't like how I think and my responses, then maybe it just wouldn't work out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How are you feeling about eliminating contestant 3 there?
Feel bad, obviously. Never
you?
feels good to get rejected.
Because you said sorry in the least empathetic way I've heard.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't feel, I mean, there are 3 other contestants out there.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of those other 3 contestants, we're going to get right into it with the next question here. We're going to go a little deeper with these questions here. So, contestants, if you were to describe your love life using an animal, what would that animal be and why? Contestant 1, we'll start with you.
I would say, geese, because they're like, you know, like monogamous, right? And I like loyalty, so I would say geese.
Man, I don't really know. Maybe like a sea turtle. I feel like they like, I don't know, they like are pretty loyal too, and they like to have fun and kind of like go with the flow, but they also like sometimes like to be independent and swim on their own.
Yeah, I'd say for me it'd be like a dog, like loyalty and dedication.
So, Alex, how do we feel about those answers?
Yeah, I definitely liked all those answers. Loyalty is a really important thing. Someone who like puts in this, like as much effort as I were to put in. So it's like, it's a two-way street, a relationship.
With this next question, we're gonna give you a little bit of a hypothetical scenario. So let's say your house is on fire. I'm sorry to tell you, but your house is on fire. You have to save one thing. What would it be and why? We'll start with you this time. Contestant 2.
Okay.
Switch it up.
I think probably, like, I mean, it's cliche, but probably like photo albums or like maybe like our like big like old computer that has like every single photo from like my childhood and like just like before I was born, like every single photo is on that computer. So probably the computer.
I'd probably I have this like kind of building off what she said, I have this like box of letters, like handwritten letters and postcards and stuff from my family and friends. So I'd probably take that just for the memories.
So actually, similar story is my dorm had a fire alarm go off and I thought it was real. So the first thing I grabbed was my instruments.
So you feel like you're getting to know the contestants now?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so again, we're gonna ask you to eliminate one of the contestants here.
Okay.
I know it's hard. They're such great people and all that.
I'm sure.
But we're gonna ask you to be the bad guy here because it's good for entertainment. Go ahead and eliminate one of them.
I'm gonna have to go with, I'm sorry, contestant 4. But just like opera singer and then just like pretty cool fun fact. The other, like the colors with the music, pretty cool. Just like baseball games. I mean, yeah, I love baseball, but sorry, contestant 4.
A little disappointed, but you know, it's not a big deal.
If you want to go ahead and say bye to Alex.
Bye. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought they were kind of cheesy. Yeah, that's basically it.
This question is going to be more catered towards, Alex here. 10 years from now, if you were with Alex, where would you see yourself? Contestant 1, we'll go and start with you.
Well, I definitely see myself like not in Pullman anymore, hopefully. But I am going for a PhD, so might end up in Pullman actually.
I think like ideally I'd like to probably be somewhere nicer than like warmer weather than Pullman, and I don't know, just like 10 years from now probably having tried like a lot of like just new experiences and like going places and trying new things, and like hopefully like both having like really like successful careers that we're happy in, and I don't know, like that balance is pretty important to me, that like both people would have a good career that they like and enjoy.
All right, Alex, so they have now expressed where they see a future with you now. I think that's a pretty good question. I think you can now finally make your decision of who's the winner, contestant 1 or contestant 2.
I'm sorry.
Is it hard to find the right person? Don't want to be a disappointment towards your family? Think the only purpose in life is to die alone? Well, I got the thing for you. Introducing Magnificence, the only upgrade you need in your life. A freak experiment gone right. Hold still. The latest in AI.
This product has changed my life. I met my partner with Magnificence.
Funniest person ever.
If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put A and I together. I would put you and I together.
Only a really low cost of your life. Call 1-800 I'm Not in Control today.
I'm sorry, contestant 1, but I do not want to live in Pullman for the next 10 years. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with contestant 2.
All right, contestant 1, I'm so sorry. Do you want to go ahead and say bye?
Bye.
I expected it, because who wants to keep living here for 10 to 12 years? It was fun.
That was the nicest goodbye I've gotten.
Yeah. All right, contestant 2, would you like to step out and say hi to Alex? Congratulations.
Number 2 gave some great answers. Feel pretty good. I think I made the right choice.
Feeling awesome. I'm very flattered and I'm feeling really good. I'm glad that my answers resonated with him.
I am sitting all alone now. I'm nervous to the bone. The lack of patience.
All right, so we've brought back our 4 contestants here, and I would ask that the contestant whose responses have been generated by AI please step forward. So, yeah, is that a surprise to you?
Now hearing it, not really. Like dog, when she said dog, it's like loyal, like loving. I was like, okay. It's like kind of just a basic animal.
I couldn't really get into it. They didn't sound superhuman, and I tried my best.
I'm kind of disappointed because, I mean, she's only cheating herself using that.
I didn't really know like where the like AI part was gonna kind of play into it, so I was kind of trying to figure it out. So I had like a little bit of a suspicion, but I felt like honestly when I was hearing the responses, I kind of just thought she was kind of catering to what she thought he liked and kind of like faking her answers a little bit, but I didn't necessarily think it was AI.
It's like, I've been to many baseball games, Mariners games in like other places. It's like, okay. Yeah. I'm actually happy I didn't get, it wasn't the AI that obviously I should be happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that concludes this episode of Love in the Modern Day. And remember to stay loving out there.
And there you have it. Once again, we have shown AI that humans can compete against these computers. That's another point for the humans. That is it for this episode of Cougs vs. Computers. Make sure you stay tuned for our next episode, where we test the music making skills of the computers in a symphony of epic proportions.